Have you ever felt a mysterious presence around you? A sudden wave of peace washing over you in the midst of chaos? Or perhaps you keep seeing repeating numbers, hearing whispers of guidance, or feeling a warm, invisible embrace. These are not mere coincidences. These are signs that angels are near. In this video, we will uncover 7 undeniable signs that God's messengers are watching over you, guiding your steps, and protecting your soul. The Bible tells us in Psalm 91:11, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." If you've ever wondered whether divine beings are intervening in your life, this video will open your eyes to the truth. Angels communicate in ways we often overlook, subtle but powerful. From unexplainable synchronicities to vivid dreams and divine nudges, their presence is real, and their messages carry life-changing wisdom. Stay tuned as we reveal the clear signs that heaven is reaching out to you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to recognize and embrace the divine guidance that has been with you all along. Are you ready to see the signs? Let's dive in. Angels are the messengers of God, celestial beings created to serve Him and to watch over humanity. Throughout history, they have played a vital role in guiding, protecting, and delivering divine messages to those in need. As written in the Holy Scriptures, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." Psalm 91:11. These heavenly beings operate beyond the limits of human perception, yet their presence can be deeply felt by those attuned to the spiritual realm. Even though angels are not always visible to the human eye, they reveal their presence in subtle and mysterious ways. Their guidance can manifest through signs, dreams, or an inner sense of peace and reassurance during difficult moments. It is essential to recognize and acknowledge these signs as divine intervention, for the Lord often works through His heavenly host to bring comfort and encouragement to His children. One of the clearest signs of angelic presence is the sudden feeling of warmth and tranquility in moments of distress. When life's burdens weigh heavily upon the soul, an inexplicable sense of calm may wash over the heart, as though unseen hands are lifting the troubles away. This is not mere coincidence, but rather the benevolent presence of angels offering divine comfort. Many believers have testified to experiencing such serenity during prayer or worship, affirming the truth that God's messengers are ever near. Another unmistakable sign is the recurrence of specific numbers, often referred to as angel numbers. Many who walk in faith have reported seeing repeated sequences, such as 111 or 444, appearing in unexpected places. These numbers carry spiritual significance, serving as reminders of God's love and the angels' continuous guidance. According to biblical teachings, numbers have always played a role in divine communication, as seen in the structured patterns found in the Scriptures. Dreams, too, are a powerful medium through which angels speak. The Bible records numerous instances where God's messengers appeared in dreams to deliver important revelations. Consider the case of Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus, who was instructed by an angel in a dream to take Mary and the child to Egypt for safety, Matthew 2:13. In modern times, many faithful followers recount vivid dreams where celestial figures provide counsel, encouragement, or warnings. These dreams should not be dismissed lightly, for they may be messages from above. A gentle, unexplained touch or a whisper that stirs the soul can also be a sign of an angel's presence. Some describe feeling a soft breeze when there is no wind, or a light pressure on their shoulder when no one is around. Such occurrences remind us that God's messengers are close, watching and intervening in ways beyond our understanding. These moments reinforce the divine promise that we are never truly alone. Additionally, angels often communicate through signs in nature. A sudden appearance of a white feather in an unlikely place, the sight of a radiant light in the sky, or the sound of harmonious music with no discernible source are all indicators of divine presence. These symbols serve to remind us of the heavenly realm and the nearness of God's love. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Hebrews 13:2. Indeed, the presence of angels is more frequent than we often realize. Animals, too, can act as messengers of the divine. Stories abound of pets behaving unusually in ways that seem to indicate awareness of an unseen presence. Dogs barking at empty spaces or cats fixating their gaze upon something invisible to the human eye have led many to believe that animals possess a heightened spiritual sensitivity. Their instincts may allow them to perceive the presence of angels before we do. The final and most profound sign of angelic presence is the sudden resolution of an impossible situation. When all hope seems lost and the way forward is unclear, a miraculous turn of events can occur, leading to an outcome beyond human expectation. Such moments should not be dismissed as mere chance, but recognized as the intervention of angels acting under God's command. The Lord works through his messengers to guide his people through trials and tribulations, ensuring that his divine plan is fulfilled. Recognizing these signs requires a heart open to faith and a spirit attuned to God's voice. Angels are not distant, abstract entities, but ever-present guardians working tirelessly to fulfill the Lord's will. Those who seek his presence will find comfort in knowing that his messengers are always near, offering protection, guidance, and love in ways both seen and unseen. There are moments in life when one feels an inexplicable presence, a whisper of peace that flows through the soul, comforting and assuring in ways that words cannot describe. It is in these sacred moments that we are reminded of the divine presence surrounding us, the messengers of the Almighty, who walk unseen, yet never unfelt. The Bible declares, "For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." Psalm 91:11. The presence of angels is not a mere tale of old, but a living truth that continues to manifest in the lives of the faithful. Many have testified to sensing a benevolent force nearby, an unseen hand guiding them away from danger, or a sudden peace washing over them in times of despair. This is not coincidence, nor is it a mere figment of the imagination. It is a divine assurance, a signal from the heavens that one is never alone. The presence of an angel is often felt as an inexplicable warmth, a stillness amidst the storm, a certainty that even in the darkest hour, God's emissaries stand guard. Some experience this presence in moments of deep prayer or worship, when the barriers of the physical world seem to fade and the soul communes freely with the divine. It is as if a celestial being hovers near, unseen yet profoundly real, offering solace and strength to the weary heart. Others speak of feeling a light touch upon their shoulder, a gentle breeze in a still room, or the sudden fragrance of a sweet aroma that has no earthly source. It is in these sacred encounters that one must open the heart and embrace the knowledge that the heavenly host is ever vigilant. Just as the angel appeared to Elijah in his moment of despair, bringing sustenance and strength, 1 Kings 19:5-7, so too do the messengers of God come to those in need, offering unseen aid and divine encouragement. Those who walk in faith will recognize these moments not as mere happenstance, but as the loving intervention of the Almighty. At times, the feeling of being watched over can be overwhelming, as though an invisible presence stands near, silent yet protective. In moments of great peril, many have found themselves miraculously shielded, pulled back from accidents, spared from tragedy by what can only be described as divine intervention. It is in these moments that the promise of the Lord is made manifest. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Psalm 34:7. Even those who doubt may find themselves experiencing these signs, feeling a mysterious sense of peace or an unexplainable resolution to a problem that seemed insurmountable. Such is the way of divine grace. It reaches even the skeptical, extending a hand of mercy to those who have yet to believe. For those who recognize the signs, it is a call to faith, a reminder that the spiritual realm is not distant, but ever present. The experience of sensing an angelic presence is deeply personal, yet it is also universal among those who seek the Lord with sincerity. Whether in times of trial or moments of great joy, the angels of God serve as silent witnesses and active participants in the unfolding journey of the faithful. As the Apostle Paul wrote, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation?" Hebrews 1:14. Indeed, they are, and their presence is a testament to God's unceasing care for his people. Therefore, let those who have felt the touch of the divine be comforted. Let those who seek signs open their hearts to the whispers of the heavenly host. For in the stillness of the soul, in the quiet moments of reflection, the presence of angels is made known, not in thunderous proclamations, but in the gentle assurance that the Father has never forsaken his own. There are moments in life when we feel a presence beyond our understanding, an invisible hand guiding us through trials and tribulations. Many believe these are signs from the heavenly realm, evidence that angels walk beside us, offering comfort and wisdom. The Lord, in his infinite mercy, has sent his messengers to assure us of his divine plan. The Bible speaks of angels as ministering spirits, sent forth to aid those who shall inherit salvation. Hebrews 1:14. If you have ever felt an unexplained peace in times of turmoil, or an unseen force protecting you from harm, you may have encountered an angelic presence. One of the most well-known signs that an angel is near is the appearance of angel numbers. These repeating sequences, such as 111, 222, or 333, are often seen as divine messages, guiding us towards spiritual enlightenment. Each number carries a unique meaning, offering insight into our journey of faith. For instance, 111 signifies a new beginning, a divine awakening of the soul. When we see this number, it is a reminder that God is opening a new path for us, urging us to step forward in faith. Similarly, the number 444 is often regarded as a symbol of divine protection. It serves as a reassurance that the angels are surrounding us, shielding us from harm. The psalmist writes, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." Psalm 91:11. This sacred promise reminds us that even in the darkest moments, we are never truly alone. The Lord has appointed his angels to stand watch over his faithful children. Another powerful number is 777, which signifies spiritual growth and divine blessings. This number often appears when a person is reaching a new level of faith, a sign that they are aligning with God's will. It is written, "But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Matthew 6:33. Seeing 777 is a heavenly encouragement, reminding us that as we seek the Lord, he will provide for us abundantly. Personal experiences of angelic encounters vary, but they all share a common theme of divine intervention. Some people have described moments when they were on the brink of disaster, only to be saved by an inexplicable force. Others have felt a sudden sense of peace and clarity after praying for guidance. These occurrences are not mere coincidences, but rather manifestations of God's love and the presence of his messengers. I recall a time when I was troubled, unsure of the path before me. In that moment of despair, I noticed the number 444 repeatedly appearing, on license plates, on receipts, even in unexpected places. It was as if the Lord himself was whispering reassurance through his angels, reminding me to trust in his plan. The existence of angelic signs does not replace faith in God, but rather strengthens it. The Bible teaches us not to seek after signs, but to trust in the Lord with all our hearts. Proverbs 3:5-6. However, when signs do appear, they serve as a gentle nudge, guiding us closer to Him. When we open our hearts to divine guidance, we begin to recognize the subtle ways in which God communicates with us. The repetition of angel numbers is one such way, a reminder that the heavens are watching over us with boundless love and mercy. These divine messages are a testament to the omnipresence of God, who never leaves nor forsakes His children. Deuteronomy 31:6. When you see angelic numbers, take a moment to pray and reflect. Ask God what He is revealing to you and seek His wisdom in interpreting the message. The Lord's ways are higher than ours, and His plans are always for our good. Jeremiah 29:11. Whether through scripture, prayer, or divine signs, He is always speaking. We need only to listen. There are moments in life when the veil between the earthly and the divine becomes thin, and we sense a presence beyond our comprehension. Many have experienced unexplainable signs, subtle whispers in the wind, the distant chime of bells, or a melody so gentle that it seems to be sung by unseen lips. These moments are not coincidences, but messages from the angels, sent forth as guides for the weary and signs for the faithful. It is written, "For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." Psalm 91:11. The Lord, in His infinite love, appoints His messengers to watch over His children, ensuring that they do not falter. But how do we recognize their presence? Among the clearest signs is the hearing of soft voices or unfamiliar sounds, not with the ears of the flesh, but with the ears of the soul. Many who have walked the path of righteousness have testified to hearing gentle words of encouragement in times of doubt, subtle warnings when temptation lurks, and reassurances when despair clouds the heart. Some have heard the faint ringing of bells, a sound not of this world, echoing in moments of solitude. Others have been enveloped by celestial harmonies, music so pure that it soothes the spirit like a balm upon a wounded heart. These sounds are not meant to frighten, but to comfort, guiding the listener back to the path of righteousness, much like the good shepherd calling his lost sheep. When Elijah stood upon the mountain, he did not find God in the mighty wind, nor in the earthquake, nor in the fire. Instead, he heard Him in a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:12. So too do the angels communicate, not in overwhelming grandeur, but in the stillness that invites the soul to listen. Those attuned to these divine signals understand that such moments are not to be dismissed. They are sacred, meant to realign the heart with the will of God. Yet the world is loud. It drowns out the voice of the divine with distractions, with doubts, with endless noise. One must cultivate silence within to hear these angelic messages. This requires faith, patience, and a heart open to the miraculous. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. In stillness we receive, in quiet we discern, in faith we understand. To those who have heard these sounds, consider them a gift. They are not meant for all, but for those whom the Lord has chosen to receive them. They are a sign that you are watched over, guided, and loved beyond measure. Do not fear them, but welcome them as one welcomes the morning light after a long night. And for those who have not yet heard, remain steadfast in faith. The Lord's timing is perfect, and His angels are ever near, whether their presence is seen, felt, or heard. The presence of angels in our lives is a reality often veiled from our human sight, yet their guidance and protection manifest in ways that cannot be ignored. When the Lord sends His messengers, He does so with purpose, revealing signs to those who are willing to perceive them with eyes of faith. Among the many signs of angelic presence, dreams and strong intuitions stand as a testament to their divine mission. Throughout the Scriptures, the Lord has chosen dreams as a medium through which He speaks to His people. Consider the words in Job 33:14-15. For God speaks in one way, and in two, though man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on men, while they slumber on their beds. Angels, as servants of the Almighty, are often the bearers of these messages, whispering wisdom into the depths of the soul. Many have experienced vivid dreams where a radiant light fills the space, illuminating the darkness with a brilliance not of this world. Some have seen majestic figures with wings of gleaming white, or have heard a voice so serene that it pierces through the turmoil of life with peace beyond understanding. These are not mere figments of the imagination, but glimpses of a heavenly reality. Just as the angel appeared to Joseph in a dream to instruct him concerning the Christ child, Matthew 1:20, so too do they come to offer direction, warning, or encouragement. Beyond dreams, there are moments when an inexplicable sense of knowing arises, a certainty that cannot be rationalized but is deeply felt. This intuition, often dismissed as coincidence, is, in many cases, the whisper of an angel guiding the soul toward righteousness or away from danger. Have you ever felt an urgent pull to take a different path, only to later realize that doing so kept you from harm? Or perhaps you have felt an overwhelming sense of peace in a moment of turmoil, as though unseen arms were wrapping around you in comfort. These experiences are not to be taken lightly, for they serve as evidence of the Lord's care for his children. Psalm 91:11 declares, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." This divine protection is active, ever-present, and deeply personal. The angels of God are not distant observers, but intimate protectors, watching over each step with a love that reflects the heart of the Father himself. Yet, in a world clouded by doubt, it is easy to dismiss such encounters as mere imagination. Skepticism whispers that dreams are but the workings of the subconscious mind, and that intuition is nothing more than a random firing of neurons. But faith calls us to see beyond the veil of the material world, to recognize the presence of the unseen, and to trust in the divine orchestration that governs our lives. If you have experienced such dreams or unshakable intuitions, consider them not as mere happenstance, but as a sacred communication from the celestial realm. The Lord does not leave his children abandoned. He sends his angels as emissaries of hope, guidance, and love. In moments of uncertainty, let the words of Hebrews 1:14 echo in your heart. Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation? Their presence is a testament to the boundless mercy of God, a reminder that we are never alone. Those who walk in faith will find reassurance in these divine encounters. Let us open our hearts to the signs given, for in them the love of the Almighty is made known. The angels of the Lord continue their watch, their messages resounding in dreams and in the silent whispers of the soul. Let us listen, discern, and give thanks for the unseen hands that guide us ever toward the light of his glory. There are mysteries in this world that the eye cannot fully perceive, but the heart knows to be true. Among these mysteries is the appearance of feathers in unexpected places, a gentle yet profound reminder that the divine presence is near. For those who walk in faith, the sight of a feather, especially one that is white, may serve as a sign of angelic comfort and protection. Many have spoken of moments when they found themselves in distress, their souls burdened by the weight of this earthly existence, only to stumble upon a delicate feather resting at their feet. Is this mere coincidence, or is it the hand of God reaching through the veil, sending his messengers to remind us of his eternal care? In the book of Psalms, we are reassured of his divine protection. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. It is a promise that he does not leave his children forsaken, but rather sends his angels to walk beside them in times of trial. Feathers, particularly white ones, have long been associated with the presence of angels. The very thought of these celestial beings evokes imagery of radiant wings, pure and undefiled, carrying out the will of the Almighty. When a feather appears in one's path, in the quiet of a home, or in the most unlikely of places, it is as though the heavens whisper a sacred truth. You are not alone. Throughout history, those who seek the divine have often reported encounters with such signs. Some tell of feathers appearing when they are deep in prayer, as though the angels themselves descend to bear witness to their supplications. Others recall moments of great sorrow, only to discover a feather as if to say, "Grieve not, for the Lord is with you." The ways of God are beyond human understanding, and yet he reveals himself in ways that stir the soul, igniting faith where doubt once lingered. The presence of a feather may also serve as a message of reassurance, a quiet yet firm declaration that one is being watched over. Guardian angels assigned by the Father himself are sent to guide and protect his children. As it is written, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." Psalm 91:11. This divine promise reminds us that no step we take is unseen, no sorrow we endure is unnoticed. The Lord, in his infinite mercy, provides signs to comfort the weary and embolden the faithful. Yet, one must not fall into the error of seeking signs above seeking the presence of God. Feathers, like any sign, are but instruments through which the Almighty may choose to communicate. True faith rests not in the symbol, but in the one who sends it. When one finds a feather in a moment of hardship, let it not be merely an object of fascination, but rather a call to prayer, a reminder to draw closer to the Lord. For it is in him alone that true peace and protection are found. There is a sacred beauty in knowing that we do not walk alone. The journey of faith is fraught with trials, but even in the darkest moments, God provides glimpses of his presence. Whether through the kindness of a stranger, the quiet voice of the Spirit, or the unexpected appearance of a feather, his love is ever near. May those who find such signs not dismiss them as mere chance, but rather take them as invitations to trust ever deeper in the divine care of the Almighty. There are signs that one may perceive when the presence of the divine manifests in our midst. Among them is the sudden appearance of a flash of light, a gleam that pierces the veil of the ordinary and calls forth the attention of the soul. This is not the light of the sun nor the flicker of a candle, but a radiance that stirs the heart with wonder. It is as though the heavens momentarily reveal themselves, offering a glimpse into the mysteries beyond human understanding. Many have borne witness to this sign, though few have understood its meaning. It is written in the Scriptures that when the angel of the Lord appeared to the shepherds in the fields, the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. Luke 2:9. This luminous presence was not of the earth, but of the divine realm, sent forth as a herald of the Most High. In our own lives, such light may manifest in moments of deep prayer, during a time of great need, or even in unexpected circumstances, reminding us that we are not alone. Beyond mere sight, the presence of the holy may be felt in the air itself. Some have described a gentle breeze upon their skin, though no window is open, nor is there any source of wind. This sensation is not a mere trick of the senses, but a profound awareness of the spiritual forces that move unseen around us. Just as Elijah stood upon the mountain and experienced the voice of God not in the wind, nor in the earthquake, nor in the fire, but in a still small voice, 1 Kings 19:12, so too may we perceive his nearness in these subtle manifestations. There are those who claim to see an aura, a glowing presence surrounding themselves or others, particularly in moments of heightened spiritual awareness. This vision is not new, for the saints of old were often depicted with halos of divine light encircling their heads. Such manifestations serve as a reminder of the holiness that dwells within and around us. the indwelling of the Spirit that marks the children of God. Indeed, when Moses descended from Mount Sinai after communing with the Lord, his face shone with a brilliance so great that the people feared to look upon him. Exodus 34:29-30. In this we find assurance that when we draw near to God, his light is reflected upon us. For those who are sensitive to the movements of the unseen, the feeling of energy shifting around them can be overwhelming. It is as if the very air hums with a celestial frequency, a vibration that resonates with the depths of the soul. Some may feel a warmth that spreads through their being, while others experience a tingling sensation, as though touched by a force beyond the physical. These are not mere figments of the imagination, but tangible encounters with the divine, gifts granted to those whose hearts are open to receive them. Yet it is crucial to discern these signs with wisdom, for not every spirit that manifests itself is from the Lord. As the Apostle John warns, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God." 1 John 4:1. One must approach such experiences with prayer and seek confirmation in the Word, for the enemy also disguises himself as an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. Thus, we must remain steadfast in faith, clothed in the armor of God, that we may discern the true from the false. These signs, light, movement in the air, the sense of divine energy, are but whispers of a greater reality. They are invitations to look beyond the material world and recognize the presence of the Almighty who walks among us. To those who are willing to perceive, they serve as gentle reminders that the veil between heaven and earth is thinner than we often believe, and that in every moment we are surrounded by the love and power of the divine. The presence of a white butterfly or a white bird has long been regarded as a sign from the heavenly realms, a whisper of divine reassurance in the midst of our earthly struggles. Throughout history, these creatures have carried a sacred significance, appearing to those in need of comfort, guidance, or confirmation of unseen truths. Their delicate wings, moving with a grace beyond human understanding, seem to part the veil between the material world and the divine, offering solace to the weary soul. Many who have encountered these messengers recount a profound sense of peace washing over them, as if the very breath of heaven had descended to touch their hearts. It is not mere coincidence when a white butterfly lingers at your window, or when a white bird follows your path in an uncharacteristic manner. Such moments bear a weight beyond the ordinary, a sacred whisper reminding us that we are never alone. The Scriptures, too, affirm that the Lord sends his signs to those who seek him. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Psalm 91:11. Is it not possible that these gentle creatures are part of his heavenly watch? Indeed, many believers share testimonies of divine encounters marked by the presence of these creatures. Some have seen a white butterfly at the exact moment of deep prayer, as if an answer had been carried on its fragile wings. Others tell of a white bird appearing after the loss of a loved one, its presence stirring the soul with the unshakable assurance that love transcends even the boundaries of death. It is in these tender, unassuming moments that heaven touches earth, reminding us of the eternal promise. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Yet we must also be discerning, for not every sign is divine, and not every creature that crosses our path is a messenger from above. How then shall we know? The heart that is tuned to the voice of the Almighty will discern his presence in the stillness, in the unexpected moments where peace reigns over fear and hope rises above despair. If the sight of a white butterfly or bird comes with an inexplicable sense of comfort, a lifting of burdens, then let the Spirit rejoice, for it is a gift from the Father of lights, who knows our sorrows and seeks to remind us of his abiding love. To those who have eyes to see, the Lord reveals himself in ways beyond human wisdom. Even the smallest of his creatures may serve as heralds of his grace. The next time a white butterfly lingers near you or a white bird crosses your path, consider the possibility that it is not a mere happenstance, but a sacred moment of divine reassurance. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Psalm 19:1. In his perfect wisdom, he weaves messages into the fabric of creation, reminding us that we are cherished, that we are seen, and that he walks with us always. As we come to the end of this journey, one truth remains undeniable. Angels are closer than you think. They walk beside us, whispering wisdom, offering comfort, and guiding our steps in ways we may not always recognize. Their presence isn't about grand miracles or dramatic interventions. It's in the quiet, gentle moments, the sudden feeling of peace, the unexplained synchronicities, the dreams that leave a lasting impression on your soul. If you've noticed these signs, don't dismiss them as mere coincidences. Instead, welcome them with an open heart and a grateful spirit. The more you acknowledge their presence, the clearer their messages become. Angels don't force their way into our lives. They wait patiently, always ready to assist, always offering their divine support. So, the next time you feel a warm embrace with no one around, see a repeated number pattern, or sense an unshakable peace in a difficult moment, pause and listen. These are reminders that you are never alone. Heaven watches over you, and its messengers are always near, waiting for you to notice, to believe, and to embrace their guidance. If this video resonated with you, share your experiences in the comments below. Have you ever felt an angel's presence? Let's create a space of faith, encouragement, and divine connection. And remember, you are loved, you are protected, and you are never alone. Stay blessed, and see you in the next video.